Guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners, and hi to any newbies. It's so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while, and if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So we are doing my charity donation roundup video for the month of February. Now, if you have been here a while, you will know that at the start of 2025, one of my goals was that I wanted to donate more to charity. Now, there isn't as much this month as there was last month, but that's okay. February is a very short month. But let's just see what we got. Now, some of these you will have already seen. Some of them you won't have. So, my beautiful friend Christina Bella Uncinetto, if you are not familiar, her link will be in my description box. Please, please, please go and check her out. She is amazing, not just because she's my friend, but she truly is a wonderful person with gorgeous content on her channel. And if you're looking for someone new, then she may just be what you're looking for. Anyway, she works on an American military base over in Sicily as a teacher, and one of her friends on that base is doing a charity donation drive for any newborn babies that are born on base. And what they intend to do is to make up little hampers to give to the new parents and the new arrival. They will include many, many items, but one of the things that I thought that I would be able to contribute would be baby blankets, because to wrap a baby in a blanket is awesome, but also from a selfish point of view, I need to use some of my collection. There is a lot to be used. So I need to up my yarn usage, because you can buy quicker than you can use. Yes, indeedy. So, like I said, if you've been here a while, you will have already seen these. But the first two blankets that I intended to make were different coloured squares that I am going to put together, border and send off. Now, for the last 2 months, I have been making these squares slowly and steadily, but February was the month that I got all the squares finished. I did showcase these on a crochet catch-up when I got them done, but just to remind you, it was these squares here. They need blocking. They've been crumpled in a bag. They're a little bit ruffly and a little bit ropey looking, but trust me, when I've blocked them, they will be gorgeous. I only had 4 of the pink left to make, and I did that. Here they are. There's the 4 pink. And then I had all of the blue ones to make. I was aiming for at least 10 of each colour, but for some reason I managed to squeeze 11 of the blues. Here they are. Yes, indeedy. So, although I still haven't managed to put all of the squares together yet, I have them all made and ready to do so. So hopefully in March I will have those 2 blankets made. And if I have any leftover squares, I'm thinking of putting the leftover squares together like in a central panel and then crocheting around those squares until it's a big enough blanket. I don't quite know how, but that's kind of what's formulating in my brain. I used mostly ice yarns for those. I used a lavender, a mint green, the pink, the blue, and then I used white yarn that I had from the Knitting Network, the Emu DK. So yeah, those are the 5 colours: lavender, blue, pink, mint green and white. And like I said, I should be able to get 2 blankets out of those, possibly a third. So all of the components are ready and done. So that is part of my charity donation roundup, because I did achieve that this month. This is going to be a fairly quick video, guys, because like I said, February has been a really short month. I haven't had as much crochet time as I normally would. But yeah, I've done the best that I can. The only other thing is the hearts that I'm making for a UK charity called Hearts Healing Hearts. They require pairs of hearts. So these could be crocheted, they could be knitted, they could be sewn together, quilted, however you want to do them. And the reason why they are joined together in pairs is because they give them to places such as hospitals, hospices, funeral homes, places like that where loved ones are separated from their family. It may be on a temporary basis while they recover. it might sadly be on a forever basis because they have sadly passed away or they are on end of life care. By giving the family and the loved one a matching heart, they are forever connected by those hearts, and we just cannot keep up with the demand. The charity are always saying, even if you can just get a few done, keep sending them in as often as you can. I try and do one big bumper load once a month, and I want to get them done before the end of the month, so that they can be included in the monthly targets. Now, a lot of people have jumped on board with this, which is absolutely fantastic. Like I said, they cannot keep up with demand. Sadly, they are using them quicker than we can make them. So even though I'm trying not to put pressure or stress on myself this year, I have made the loose goal that I would like to make at least 40 pairs a month. And if for a couple of months this year I can boost that to 50, I'm hoping to reach a target of 500 pairs for the year. That will be 500 families that I have helped in some of their darkest days, which is just such an honour and something so simple and easy that I can do. And to use my crochet skills and my yarn stash to benefit others is just one of the greatest things that I feel I can do, and it puts my yarn to good usage. The beauty of these hearts as well is they want them to be only between 1 inch to 4 inches big, so they're not that big, guys. And they are brilliant at getting rid of all those odds and ends of scraps or leftovers that you have. You don't have to break into a brand new skein of yarn. You can use all of those scraps. They also ask that they're not too dark in colour. They prefer the brighter colours, the lighter colours, which is totally understandable. But yeah, because February is the month of Valentine's Day, they did put in that it would be lovely to receive pink hearts, red hearts and white hearts. I have done that. There is one sneaky little pair of blue hearts, and that is because I had a smidgy bit of this blue left over from the squares I'm making for the blankets. But I did manage to get all 40 pairs done. It was a bit of a stretch this month because I had left it too late to start making them, but I really didn't want to let myself down on my target, so I pushed through and I did manage to get all 40 pairs made. So here we go. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36 and 40. Now, as you can see on a couple of them, I did use 2 colours because, like I said, I was trying to use up every little bit of the scrap balls that I was using as I could. I did several centres and then finished them in a yarn that I had more of. They literally are just tied together with another little scrap bit of yarn tied in a bow. They will be given in the pair, and then the family can untie the bow, keep one and give one to their loved one. I do like to pre-package them in these little plastic bags, just purely because, you know, it stops them getting dusty if they need to be stored for a little while, although I don't know how long they're stored for if we can't keep up with demand. Keeps pet hair off them and stuff like that. And obviously if somebody is making them and they're not feeling 100%, any germs or bugs and stuff will suffocate and be got rid of in those bags if they are bagged up and left for a few days. So yeah, I did get my 40 hearts done, and I did manage to use up 3 of my little scrap cakes, which meant that I was able to claim another 3 yarn labels for my collection of yarn labels for the end of the year to see how much yarn I got through. There has been a little bit of confusion in that because they're like, how can you claim that yarn band if you only used a scrap amount? Well, I used the rest of the skein previously, last year, a couple of years ago, whenever it was, and I didn't claim the label then because I still had that scrap left. Well, now that I've used that scrap, that is literally all of the yarn gone. So now I can claim it because I have used every single piece of that yarn that I can. That is just how I collect mine. I know others do it differently, but I think I can only claim it when the whole skein has finally been used up. Some of these scrap balls that I've managed to use this time could have been in my scrap bin for 2 years. So for 2 years, I haven't awarded myself that label until now when I have used every little bit of that yarn. So that's why I do it that way, guys. Because the yardage on that label wasn't counted in the previous year's totals either. So it kind of balances out in the end. But yeah, is there anything else that I wanted to say about these? No, I don't think so. I just, like I said, I feel honoured that I'm able to help. They literally don't take very long to make at all. 40 pairs doesn't sound like a lot, but that is 80 individual hearts. They take between 4 and 5 minutes a heart. I'm not going to do that maths. Actually, why not? I've got my phone with me. Let's get my calculator. So if we say 5 minutes a heart times 80, that's 400 minutes. 400 divided by 60, because 60 minutes is an hour. That's still over 6 hours of crochet in those 80 hearts, guys. In fact, it's over 6.5 hours. So, you know, and spread over the course of the month. Normally it's quite a stress-free, you know, just when I've got an extra 5-10 minutes here and there. This month I did have to literally go, and have the majority of that time in one lump. Because like I said, I got distracted with other things, and I realised I was going to be too late if I didn't get on with it. Another thing that I have to consider as well is I can only get to my post office on a Friday. And obviously the end of this week on Friday is the last day of February. So they will only be going in the post on the very last day of the month. So I needed to get them done to show them to you on this video, but I also needed to get them done so that I could get them in the post before the month had officially ended. Now, in the Facebook group for Hearts Healing Hearts, they do have a thread, and they ask you to put on that thread how many you are donating for that month. And I always go in there and say 40 pairs in the post today. So they put it in the monthly total, because for fun, they try and, you know, add up as best they can how many they're getting month per month. And it's always nice to know how many we're managing to dish out to people. You know, obviously in an ideal world, we wouldn't have to dish out as many as what we do, but it is a fact of life. And if we can just give them a little bit of joy, a little bit of love, and a little bit of comfort in those sad times, then I am more than up for doing that. So yes, hopefully, like I said, I can turn those squares into the blankets finally in the month of March, and then I can get my hook going on some different designed blankets. I think I was a little over ambitious doing squares. I love making squares, but I really do stumble in putting them together because it's not my favourite thing to do. But I did those squares because they're pretty, but also they were yarn eaters, and I was trying to bust, you know, quite a bit of my collection to make room for some of the big orders that I've already done. So yes, not absolutely amazing, but still plenty to showcase and to donate and pass on to those that are really going to need them and appreciate them. And 2 gorgeous babies eventually will be wrapped in those blankets that I have stitched with love as well, which is just fantastic. Now, another reason why I'm supporting Christina is, yes, she does live quite far away from me in Sicily, but she is closer to me than some other charities that I've supported in the past. So it will be slightly less on shipping costs for me. And also, it's, even though we're not part of Europe anymore, it's still a place in Europe. So, you know, it's still one of my neighbouring countries in my mind. We're not going to go into the politics of it all, but yeah, it's just nice. And I seem to be on a real blanket kick. I have been for about 12 months now. So that is really scratching that itch that I've got. So yes, the squares are done, the hearts are done. So bring on March, and let's see what I can get done for charity next month. They always do other challenges as well for other items, because Hearts Healing Hearts is actually a sister charity to Needles, Hooks, Angels and Premies, and NHAP for short. And NHAP support multiple different places and make multiple different items. And sometimes I switch it up a little bit and do some of the other items for them as well. So every month they'll go on to their respective Facebook pages and they will let us know what their challenge for that month is. So fingers crossed that in March they have one of the smaller item challenges that maybe I can do a couple of as well, just so that I can boost what I'm sending out for donation, because I would like to think that if I was in time of need, there would be someone out there willing to help me. So of course I'm going to help other people. Anyway, guys, that is it for today. That is all I've got to show you. I will of course have another episode like this at the end of March. And please come back tomorrow, because I will be giving you all of my statistics for #CraftYourselfFree, which is a collaboration between myself and Christina Bella Uncinetto as well. So yeah, we will see you then. But until then, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one, or around the YouTube streets. Bye guys, love you loads.